I feel alone, so alone, sitting in the car that is my home. In a parking lot, I have no creative outlet, just my own anxiety swelling up inside me. I feel alone, so alone, sitting in the car that is my home. My family is here, I guess that makes it home. Find me a home before I go insane. Get me away from this crabby car in this dirty parking lot. Find me a home before I finish this poem, but a poem never actually finishes, like this story never ends. I won't give up. I still have hope. I'll find a place and I'll find a home. Because this car isn't a home, it's just a car, something we used to get from point A to point B. There's no place like home. There's a place for me, there's a place for my family. This poem is done, but a poem never actually finishes, it just stops moving and the story goes on. My story goes on. You take two bad things and make a good one. There's no place to go and no one to go to. You take two bad things and make a good one. Eventually there will be a place to go and someone to go to. A place where you can live and be yourself. A place where everyone understands you. A place where you don't need to worry. A place to live, to stay alive.
I think it's awesome because it feels more of a home to me. I haven't really had my own bed before.
I spent 15 months altogether being homeless with my kids in and out of the shelters.
We were struggling. We had to go to motels and everything.
And decided to call. And that call changed my life. When you feel like you're alone and you have nowhere to go and nothing behind you, to have a stranger call you and say, we're gonna give you stable housing for you and your family, there's no call like it. You know, it gives you that sense of hope.
Being in the CCM program has allowed my 12-year-old to be with us now, and we all have our own separate beds versus sharing a bed. And just the support that you have here with tutoring, they really took the time to be with each individual child and gave them the time they needed, extra push toward items they needed worked on. And
I don't know where I'd be sitting today, you know. They stay with their dad more often, you know. A lot more overnights for me because we're in a safe, healthy environment. They're able to play and be children. They don't have to worry about, you know, where's dad living? Why is he living in this hotel?
I think with stable housing with my grandson and with any child, the number one key is children need a sense of security. They need to know where they belong, where they're going to come home to every day. They need to know routines, and through that, it has helped him develop into a young man.
CCM provided housing for us to be able to not have to worry about where we were going to go. And it saved us from a situation where we were going to be on the streets.
And while I was at the MAC house, I was able to get my credit score fixed. I was able to save money, and I was able to purchase my very first home thanks to the MAC house and what my father's house has done for me and my kids.
In your car, alive. On the street, alive. Alive, alive, alive. In a hotel, alive. You get a house, alive. 2 years later, alive, alive, alive. Homeless no longer, safe, hopeful, at peace, overcoming hardships, alive.